charge me, but I don't want to go to jail. Please, sir.
I don't want you to take everything away.
We've all been there. Those times where we do a little oopsie and we have to slither and weasel our way out of trouble. But this is just ridiculous.
You're making me giggle. I'm sorry.
He makes me giggle too. It's okay.
Okay. I snore. I'm from Huntsville.
Think you can stoop this low? Be on your best behavior, because this is when suspects tried to seduce cops. Hooters hostile bust. All right, no more playing around. How we're really going with a dame that's really reaching for the pockets of these cops. This is Naomi Farah, a Swiss waitress in, there's no better way to say it, Hooters. Yes, that Hooters. Anyways, Naomi was driving around the streets as if she was in burnout, so the cops took notice and pulled her over.
I was just picking up my friend from Northport.
Okay. Where are you headed to?
She lives in Northport. I was just trying to,
Thank you. You got your registration card yet for the park?
yeah, I'm trying. I'm so sorry, sir.
Your fake cut had scared me when I walked up. I forgot tomorrow's Halloween.
Pardon?
I said your fake cut had scared me when I walked up.
Oh.
Forgot tomorrow's Halloween. I'm like, oh boy.
I know, right?
Well, it sounds like they're off to a calm start, but trust me, this gets crazy. Apparently, the cop informs Little Miss Hooters over here that her license is no good and actually expired. Then she gets reprimanded for swerving around the intersection. Looks like this girl's in hot waters. So the cop calmly asks her to step out and asks her a few questions because she currently looks a bit dodgy thanks to her bloodshot eyes and the way that she drives. You know what this means. That's right, it's time for a good old field sobriety test. Now, I'm sure you people have heard of these tests, as they are here to see if you're drunk or not, and can be used as evidence against you in the court of law. Now, what's bad about these tests is that they can be influenced by the perception of the cop, which gives them the reputation of being rather unreliable. The good news is that you can actually refuse to take these tests. But Naomi here does it anyway. She's asked the usual of trying to follow the cop's finger with her eyes. Then she's given a few walking tests. In one of these tests, she puts her hands on her hips, assuming a Karen pose. That could possibly mean she feels fearful that she might go to the cold slammer. She's then given another test to recite the ABCs while walking, which she fails. This isn't looking good for you, Naomi. Now, as I said, these tests could easily be biased, but given the fact she wobbles, fumbles her ABCs, and tumbles on her countdowns means that something's up with her. That's it. You're under arrest.
I just didn't really.
Just do me a favor, put your hands behind your back. Put your palms together like you're praying. You're under arrest for DUI. Okay? DUI.
But I'm not drunk or anything.
Okay, I'll explain it all to you, mate. Just look back code. I'm gonna take your watch off, okay?
But I did everything that you asked me to, right?
You did everything that I asked you to, but all those exercises you performed,
Yeah.
I look for indicators of impairment, okay? And tonight, you have exhibited enough indicators of impairment to believe you are not safe to operate a motor vehicle, okay?
But I was just, I literally just didn't remember the
I'm
number.
gonna lock these so they don't get any tighter on here.
It wasn't just a number. Okay. So.
Please, sir, I can't have a DUI. Please.
Okay.
I'll do everything. I promise. Sir, I'm from Switzerland. I can't have a DUI, please. I don't want to get out of I don't want to get kicked out
Wait
of the
until
US.
I have a white female temperature.
I understand. I won't do that until, please, sir.
But you...
I literally stopped.
You're not even
me
you're
up.
not even supposed to be driving in the first place. You have 5 different suspensions on your license. You have an insurance suspension and 3 fail to pay traffic tickets.
I
So
promise
I'm not gonna
I'll
sit
have
there
somebody pick up me. Please.
We're past that.
But I will not have anybody. Please don't charge me for DUI. I promise I'll have somebody pick me up. Please, I'll leave my car here, like you said you would.
We can't leave a car here, and I never said we.
Or like I have the car.
Well, the car can't be driven anyway because there's no insurance on it.
Yeah, exactly. But like I'll have to. Please take the DUI off, please, sir.
She is begging like there's no tomorrow, but it's obvious thanks to the footage of her tests. Beg as much as she wants. She's going to jail. The reason for her desperate pleas is that she's apparently on a green card and she fears deportation. The other officer is being considerate and tells her she still has a chance to fight these charges as she will have her day in court. She's then told that once they get to the station, they can have her take a breath sobriety test, which is a more reliable way to tell if she's drunk or not. Regardless, Naomi is desperate to wiggle her way out of this situation. So when the waterworks don't work, this happens.
I'll take everything off. Please don't charge me. I don't want to go to jail. Please, sir.
I don't want you to take everything off.
Please, sir. Not tonight, please.
I'm gonna.
I promise I'll have somebody pick me up and drive me home. I promise.
I'm gonna show you a little bit of decency and cover you up a little bit. You don't want to go into jail looking like that.
Please. Please.
Ma'am, there's nothing we can do. It is completely out of our hands.
Some cops are not all that bad, like Officer Klein and his partner here. Of course, they feel bad for the lady, but the law's the law. Officer Klein's partner explains to Naomi that this isn't the end of it, as she could still prove her innocence. But Naomi is just so troubled about jail, she freaks out. She eventually calms down a bit about it, but she still begs to be set free, even offering a bit of seduction. But Officer Klein isn't budging. Apparently, she came to the station and she refused to give a breath sample, and she remained in jail for the night. Bad news is that there's no further reports about this in Florida either. Instagram Instaflirt. If bribing your local officers with stripping wasn't enough, this next girl just goes a mile above more. Meet Melissa Seals, a snarky Instagram model. And yup, the bad news doesn't end there. She gets pulled up because she ran a red light, and so most of her credentials are asked for. She then gets asked if she drinks or smokes the devil's cabbage, but she denies neither of those claims. She gets asked to come out because the cop smells something iffy going on, so she's taken to the curb. The cop takes a look at her eyes, and upon closer inspection, she even can't follow a light. You can definitely see in the footage that this girl isn't too well in the head. Still, she apparently has ADHD, so the cop takes this into consideration. Then the cop lays down for her the field sobriety test. She's a bit fidgety and ditzy, so either she's really nervous about this or it's a glaring red flag. The cop isn't convinced, so it's cuff time.
Understand, if you haven't been drinking, the medicines that you've taken are certainly impairing you.
I was never told I couldn't drive on the medications.
It probably says them right on the bottle.
No, it does not. I promise. I'll show you my bottle right now.
Okay, is it in the car?
Yes, it is in the car. I'll show you right now.
Come on up here. Let me ask you a very important question. Do you have anything illegal on you or in your pockets?
No.
Okay, because there's marijuana shake on you. Is there any marijuana hidden on you anywhere?
No.
So this cop promises to have her searched, and if they do find anything illegal on her or on her car, that's another offense. She's taken in, and she's told about the breath test. Her car has to be searched, and the cops are apparently allowed to since she was beating the red light, but she doesn't want her car searched, so they have no choice but to forcibly search her. This doesn't sound as bad, because the cops were delicate about it. But then she denies having anything illegal on her or her car. Pretty sus, if you ask me. They search her car, and there's a bunch of Mary Butts and other related illegal substances in it. Looks like the jig is up. They get the evidence, and Melissa is driven to the station where she tries to defend her rights for the search. By the way, the ditzy attitude she was displaying earlier. Apparently, that was the flirting attempt. What a bummer, she's even bad at flirting. At the station, she refuses the breath test and is currently awaiting trial. Hopefully, they charge her for the terrible flirting as well. Comedic night arrest. For the last case, we're going from flirty to full-on Joker's laughing gas. Essentially, the same scenario like the others. This girl named Brooke TV gets pulled over for the suspicion of DUI, and she couldn't contain her laughter. She claimed she only had one drink, but later events would say otherwise. So then, she's given a field sobriety test. Then this happens.
You're making me giggle, I'm sorry.
He makes me giggle too, it's okay.
Okay. I snore, I'm from
Sorry.
Huntsville.
We're supposed to be professional.
I'm from Huntsville, isn't it gonna make me snort?
Everybody, let's
Okay,
let's get it together, okay? All right, stop laughing because you're making me laugh.
I'm not.
Right? Seriously.
I'm giggling. I'm sorry.
This is a serious deal. All right. Okay. I can tell you're trying to laugh. It's making me laugh. Get it.
Yes, this how it basically goes on. These cops and Brooke have a lighthearted time. But sadly, the reality is that she took the field sobriety test. She failed. Her car got searched, and they even found her vomit. So she got taken into the station, but she keeps her hopes up. She does agree to take the breath test. Hopefully, all we can wish is that she learned her lesson from this. Ditzy Drunk Driver. Driving over to the scene for our first incident, we have this wild chick who's a bit loony in the noggin. Make no mistake though, this was her alleged crime.
She's drunk.
Drunk?
I already called Sam Dorado's my husband.
Okay.
But she's drunk, and she already said that I don't want to get a DWI.
Okay.
In a single car.
Okay. Thank you. Was she in the wrong way?
No.
She was on that side?
See, I was coming this way right before the curve, and she blowed around me. Blowed around. Another car couldn't make the curve. Jumped the curve. See her track right there? Hit the curve and then smacked this.
All right, thank you. I'm going to get your information in a minute if that's
Luckily,
okay.
the stoplight had everybody stopped.
Okay, ma'am. So I'm just going to have to ask you a few questions, okay? Are you able to stand up? Okay.
Put your keys on top of your car. I don't know.
They said that.
Yes.
So they said you're not having anything medical.
No,
That
no, sir.
Okay. Now, just based on this driving behavior
I know.
and what people have been saying when we came on scene, would you be willing to take some standardized field sobriety tests?
Absolutely.
Yes?
I'm going to have you sign my refusal so there's no medical emergency
Please.
for transport.
Thank you.
So I'm going to have him get some information from you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
So if you didn't catch the first few banters, we've got ourselves the drunk girl zooming around traffic and causing some chaos. So far, as you can judge from the scene, the girl isn't too far gone to the point she's actually able to talk with the local authorities properly, and she seems to be polite. She even seems to be eager to cooperate with the cops. But things go almost south when Ruben here, who seems to be her white knight in shining armor, tries to save her from the evil cops and their questions. Well, Ruben is just told to sit tight since he's not her attorney. So this cop gets to asking the burning question for tonight.
How much have you had to drink today?
Not very much.
Okay, what is not very much?
Like the legal limit.
Okay, which is what?
Like not very much.
Well, this isn't going really well, but she does admit to drinking some vodka. The interview with the veteran cop seems to go well, so this cop with the body cam takes over. Then Ruben comes back to meddle with the affair some more, but everyone else tells him to take a hike, including Stephanie here, who claims to be the older sister of our culprit for this event. They set up for the dodgy sobriety tests, then it begins, but she fails miserably, and she's cuffed, and she's put in the car. It's nice to see someone getting booked who's cooperative though. She's asked to take the breath test, but she respectfully declines for some reason, so she begins to pour her regrets into the ride going to the police station. She admits that she's never been arrested before, but hey, there's a first time for everything. She keeps apologizing, even when she gets to the police station. You can almost feel bad for her, but drunk driving is a serious crime and she must be punished. In the station, she becomes ditzy and cooperates, which begins to border on bubbly e-girl tuber behavior. The bad news is that she gets some sort of paperwork as her probation for her license. So with that being said, it's time to girl boss, gaslight, and gatekeep. By that, I mean by ticky-tacky flirtation tactics.
I remember you would come up to the Alcatia with your face mask and I'd be like, that man is so fine.
Yeah.
And then, like, respectfully though.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, because, like, I'm a mess right now. But I'd be like, that man is so fine. You come up with, like, 2 other officers and you would come up to the like, we're looking, like, the last time I saw you, were like, we're looking for this man. And then you would list out the description and I was like, no, sir, I'm sorry. Like, and I would check the patio and then I'd be like, go inside and I'd come back out and I'm like, I can't find him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you probably don't remember me.
No, I remember that.
I was cuter than this, but yeah. You had your face mask on, but I was like, that man is so fine.
Let's get back to business,
nobody
though.
wants to date anyone that's looking like this, so yeah. And going to jail, you. But yeah. You are such a handsome man.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, It's better than a violent resistance, right? The cop just agrees a bit blankly. Then they have a little bit of small talk. She's driven out again. Then the woman really pushes her luck to sweet talk her way out of this. She's taken to another facility, probably for the test, and she just becomes so insufferably quirky. It was innocent at first, but now it's just overplayed. They do some more small talk. Then the girl begins to love bomb everyone around her. All right, now she's really overstaying her welcome. But of course, everyone just has to play it cool. She's then driven back and talks more about some dodgy things. She's taken back to the station, and she still flirts with the cop about his age. But what's our verdict for this chick? Well, she got charged with aggravated DWI, reckless driving in traffic lanes, and mandatory financial responsibility. We hope she at least learned her lesson in the slammer. Risk arrest. On to our next arrest. This one is way more suggestive than the last. This is Grace, and she's, let's say an exotic dancer. Yeah, let's go with that. So some cop goes in with all of his gusto and halts Grace over here in her tracks.
Roll down the windows! Stop! Stop! Who else is in the car? Who else is in the car? Stop! Don't get out! I'm asking you questions, you answer.
Okay, and I will answer. Why'd you get on me like that?
486 headquarters, it's a female. Alright, step out.
A white
Step
female.
out. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Why did you take off like that?
I'm sorry.
Were you drinking or something?
No.
Where are you coming from?
Brunswick.
Alright, come on.
Can you stop pulling me like that?
Nope. Do you have anything in your pockets?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. You want to check me? Search me real quick. It may feel intimate.
Alright, stop. Sitting there.
Yep, it's one of those girls, the daddy issues kind. Apparently, this chick is drunk, and she caused a crash. Luckily, no one was hurt, and she began having some demands because she was apparently a former paramedic. It seems that Grace Spoonerman here is gonna get her car checked for drugs and whatnot. But so far, it just seems that she's just plain wasted. The officer also confirmed she was under 21, so this is getting fishy. She tells the cops she was drinking around with her friends. That's how she got this inebriated. This is the juicy confession, by the way.
I think you're drinking and driving right now.
Definitely. Because who can stand a regular without drinking?
And she proceeds to go on a schizorat, so we'll cut that short for ad revenue's sakes. She also begins to ramble aimlessly, so you know she's really not in the best state to talk to right now. She then begins to reach the angry end of her stick because she apparently didn't want to give her address, which is illegal and can be charged with obstruction. Then, she admits she works as an exotic dancer. Then she thinks these cops are regulars in that gentleman's club that she works in. That could be tea, but that's baseless nonetheless. Then Grace goes on a psychotic rant that she doesn't trust the cops because they weren't for her when she was in Cleveland. I don't trust the feds too, but the girl's lost his marbles. She's kept in the car, and if you listen closely, you can hear her shouting her lungs out while the cops are talking amongst themselves. Eventually, they saddle up and bring drunk old Grace here to the station. She still continues to rant aimlessly through. At least we're here.
You wouldn't let me go!
Step out.
No, you wouldn't let me go! I couldn't hold it.
Okay.
And I couldn't. Okay, I'm coming out.
Oh, no, shoes.
No, shoes. Both shoes. Because I already put in my car.
Alright.
You can have them. I couldn't hold it.
Door 22, please.
What's your name? Logan? You look like a Logan.
Whoa there, Grace. I don't think this cop has scammed anyone with crypto or vlogged about a certain Japanese forest yet. Enough of that, because Grace keeps leaking her pants. Yeesh, this chick is beyond sanity at the moment. It's time to book her.
Just stay there. Just stay there.
I want to take them off.
Okay.
I want to be in my pen. You want to try me?
Stay in the blue box.
No, hold on.
Stay in the blue box.
You want to taste me?
No.
Do it.
Stay in the blue box.
I like it kinky.
Stay in the blue box, Grace.
Don't.
Stay in the blue box. Step back.
You can touch me.
Step back.
You touch me.
Just stay in that blue box.
No.
Look.
No.
Yes.
You don't want me here. You don't want me here.
And then, of course, she begins to scream her lungs out again. Some other cops come to help this poor cop out, and man, they're really patient with her. She's slowly pushed into the car because she's really getting out of hand.
Grace, quiet and get in the car.
Yep, this cop's patience has been officially drained. They take her to the paramedics to be tested, and that's when she really loses it. There's some underlying trauma going on here, as much as Grace is annoying, but it is refreshing to see the cops handle this maturely. Snarky smuggle. 3 times the charm. This next one has a lot of weight in regards to what was the crime being upheld.
Fine, you're fine. Just come over here to this side. Do you have anything right here?
Oh no, you want me to open it?
Yeah. Right. Okay.
They're my friends.
Okay, and who are these?
Oh, son mis friends.
Okay.
Carmen y Joana.
Okay. Okay, are these legit? Because they look fake.
I'm guessing, because I met them at Club Fuego. We're going to Agave. We're going to go have some drinks.
So what's going on here? Well, troopers stopped a gold Chevrolet Malibu on FM 1017 in Jim Hogg County on Wednesday afternoon, April 12. During a routine traffic stop, it was discovered that the driver, Lydia Elizabeth Badillo, a Mexican national living in Edinburgh, had been implicated in the smuggling of 2 women across the border. You can see in this video, Badillo can be heard telling the trooper that she and 2 pals, whom she supposedly met at Club Fuego 4 months ago, were on their way to a club to drink. The Fed's suspicions were aroused, however, when he questioned the legality of the driver's licenses supplied by Badillo, to which she pretended ignorance. Then, this evenful tactic just came right into the officers' faces.
How long have you met this?
Yeah, tengo como 4 months. We met there at Club Fuego.
Oh, okay. All right. Just wait for me right here, okay? You don't have anything?
I'm looking at your eyes. Sorry, sir.
What?
I'm looking at your eyes.
Why?
Because you look pretty handsome.
Oh.
Good save, Lydia. That will show them. Except it didn't. Of course, that's a pretty flat tactic, and in this desperate situation, it managed to fool 0 people. Then she begins to pull out this card.
Can I just please, I have an autistic kid in my house.
Okay.
Please.
Let's do it.
Please.
Yes.
Amazing on what lengths these people will do just to really break the law. Who would have guessed that they were actually lying about that? Well, the officers do some more digging about the case, and naturally, thanks to their poor alibis and cover-ups, they had this to find out.
So it's clear what's going on now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we already passed that. You had 2 undocumented people in the vehicle. We're past that.
Y ahora
Ma'am.
es mi culpa.
Ma'am.
Culpa de eso.
Okay? You're under arrest for human smuggling.
No, sir.
Turn around.
Please.
Turn around. Okay?
Todo por yo manejar.
Turn around.
Eventually, Badillo later admitted to picking up the 2 ladies from a stash house in Mission with the purpose of driving them past the Falfurrias Border Patrol checkpoint. According to a later report, both individuals, described as El Salvadoran migrants, were discovered to be in the nation illegally. They had also submitted a false Texas driver's license to the trooper in an attempt to avoid the strict inspection. Lydia Elizabeth Badillo is now facing human smuggling charges, adding another layer of complication to an already unusual series of events. No amount of beautiful eyeball flattery will get you out of this one, Badillo. All right, those were our super seducers going against the law. Which one would you let off lightly if you were the judge? Tell us in the comments below. We're interested to know. If you want more of our videos, make sure to check out the videos in the cards now. Thanks for watching, and remember to always drive safely.